Okay. Well, I think with so many of us here, we'll go ahead and get started. And this is just a casual meeting, but I'm trying to run through all the things I think you may have questions on. So it'll take me maybe 15 minutes and we'll leave a lot of time at the end. Then you can ask all the questions I didn't even think about. So,
Heidi, before you get started, are we okay to record this meeting for anyone who wasn't able
yeah.
to make it? Okay.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. We are going to record it. We're going to post it with a private link, so only the families that missed, or all of you, if you want to refer back to it, will be able to access it and have that link. So, and it looks like it looks to me like we're already recording, Colleen. Maybe you'd set that up in the settings.
Not intentionally. It's a happy accident, so that's great.
Yeah, it looks like it's going. So
Yeah, I
we're
see that.
okay. So you've all seen this already. 25th to the 27th are our talks, and the 28th was the optional family stay and play day. So now we'll dig in on all of this. And this is a nice little shot of the Midway area. It really is beautiful.
Heidi, I
Um,
see your screen sharing on.
Let me try that again. Thank you.
Sure.
Okay. Thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Uh, all right. We're all familiar with these dates. This is the Midway area where we'll be seeing everybody. And here's an overhead shot just to give you kind of an idea of how you're getting from the airport to the hotel. So we kind of recommend Uber or Lyft or similar to get up there. There are some services you can book ahead, like a taxi service, but they don't seem to be more affordable. And there's a steady stream of cars picking up at Salt Lake. Salt Lake's a great airport. Getting your bags and then getting checked back in to head back home is all usually very, very quick. Even when I get there and I go, oh, this line looks long, it moves very quickly. So hopefully all of that is smooth. You can ignore this pop-up. This was with a stopover at the National Ability Center. It's more like 55 minutes to go from the airport all the way up this canyon, Parley's Canyon, past Park City and to Midway, which is where the Zermatt is, which is 52.7 miles. I did not convert that, Carly. I'm sorry. Knowing you know both. So, um, and then I thought I would just point out where are we in relation to where our kids will be for half the day, most of us. The National Ability Center is right here. It's on the closer end of Park City. Park City is kind of this whole area. And it's the drive is about 24 minutes, 16 miles away. The National Ability Center is right by the hospital right there. It's a really lovely setting, which I'll show you a picture of here in a second. Also near Midway is the bigger town is Heber right here, and this is like five minutes. I think somebody asked me how far is Walmart, and it was like 5 miles or a little under. So there are amenities here as well, even though when you drive into here, you'll feel like you're in the middle of nowhere. If you need medicines or anything like that. There are many things in Heber. There's lots of places to eat. And then again, there's actually I think a hospital in Heber, a little tiny one, and then there's the hospital here right by the National Ability Center. So there are some good amenities around. So when you pull in, this is what the resort looks like. This is the main entry, and through these little doors behind the big bear statue is the lobby where you will check in to check in for your hotel. And you'll see some signs by the time you get there pointing this out. But to the left, if you walk along here, you can just see like this little overhang and some stairs. if you go down here, this is the big convention center where we will meet all the time. So the scientific talks, the gala, the meals, they'll all be over here in the Bernese. And if you go the other way over to this building, you can kind of see the front of it. You go through this door, that's where the kids are in this building. They kind of have the run of the building. They have lots of room. We've got four different rooms and a room for the FNIRS. So you that's where you'll go when we're saying time to check in for kids camp. We will take our kids over here. And we do have people who are in betweens. Alina, who I'm not sure if she's on the line right now, that's kind of her dedicated job. And her other job besides working part-time with ACD is actually a para and working with kiddos like ours. She loves them and she's great with them. And so that's her role is if there's something happening at kids camp and they're like, we need mom or dad or whatever, there's somebody that's going to be running in between. So that's the main setup. All of these buildings are buildings where there are rooms, and where your room is, I'm not certain. But if you do have questions on your room, the person from ACD that's really helping lead that is Emily Reinhardt, also our registry coordinator or registry at creatineinfo.org. So if you're like, hey, I just want to triple check that you've got my hotel reservation and whatever, because we've helped quite a few of you and the hotel is out of rooms. She can pull that right up and give you that confirmation. And there are confirmation numbers. So if you or don't have your confirmation number, you want that, just reach out to us and we can help you out. Over here on this side, and you see little seating areas, there is a little cafe and a little restaurant. Um, and then in the lobby, there is a bar, lounge kind of area. And also there's a actual spa in here. And kind of behind this building is the swimming pool. So here is a map. And I thought I would just send all of you these slides so that you can pull them up and look at them again. But I thought this map was pretty well done. Here's that little entry area that we were looking at before, some temporary parking. If you rented a car, you could park here to go in and get your room information. And then the parking out here by all of the rooms is free. There's no parking charges. They do have a tennis court here, sand volleyball. This is a big putt-putt golf course right here. There's a little hot pot. It's not to get in, but you can, walk over there with your family and check it out. Um, Back here, so going back to the lobby, and then this was the kids' camp building and the cafe and whatnot. Back past here, it's really awesome because the kids camp, they're going to be able to come out some doors over here. And there is like a little walking trail back here. There's a little gazebo, some water. There's a carousel that runs at the top of every hour. So they're going to be taking the kids out and getting fresh air, and they're not going to be trapped in the building and going too stir crazy. So this is where all the fun is. And this is where I think a lot of us will be on Sunday. So, and the swimming pool is an indoor and outdoor. In case you've seen different pictures online, it is both indoor and outdoor. So the schedule of events is up on the YAP app. So if you don't have this yet, you can scan this QR right now, or if you want to do it later, just type in YAP on your phone, on your the store for whatever kind of phone you have, and you'll look for YAP. And this is a little code. Once I installed mine, it did ask me for these numbers. So if it's asking you what's your code for the event, that it's this right here, 8CF45V. And this is still getting some updates added to it. We haven't announced our keynote, but we will very soon. And the schedule announcements can come out through this. So if you allow it to give you some notifications, just plan to delete the app after the event. You'll see if we announce something like kids camp is taken off or whatever. speaker bios, there's sponsor recognition to some of the folks that help sponsor the event, and the hotel map, and the suggestions of activities that you can do on Sunday if you choose to. It seems like two-thirds of the families responded that they would be eating their lunch at the hotel. In case you were wondering, is everybody going to take off? Am I the only one that's staying, or kind of what's the consensus? So we did decide to do a lunch. It will be very casual. Um, Probably like salads and pizzas or something similar, but we will bring in a lunch on Sunday. So, oh, and I didn't get those pictures yet, darn it. Tanya and Jess are running the kids camp. I wanted to show you their faces, but they've been working daily, hourly, like they're really working hard. I challenged them. We want the best kids camp this year. We were not happy with the last one. They didn't seem, I don't know, like the right group of folks. And so they've got really good. They've got some special ed teachers that they recruited. They've got some college students who are studying in the field of special education and speech therapy. So we've got some great people coming, and they've over planned activities. So I think the kids are going to have a lot of fun. And they also assigned the camp counselors to groups or single children based on however you had responded in your survey. So if you had said, my child needs one-on-one, they're going to have one-on-one. So we've got really, really good coverage. I think I looked at it, and it's about for every two kids, there's one counselor. So, and that includes all the siblings, teenagers who don't require really any support. So we wanted to show you these shirts. We always like to do matching shirts on all the kids because it's a great souvenir, and also it just makes it really easy that if you see a kid running down the hallway with a star shirt on, that's one of ours, right? So on Friday, you want to send your kids to camp in this heart shirt, Live Generously. It was donated by a group called Thrivent, who also donated some of our materials for the kids camp. And then on Saturday, you want to wear the Creatine Superstar shirt. And we'll be giving those to you when you check in. And if you forget, just ping us message on the app, and we'll try to remember to put that on the app as well. But expect those. And your on Thursday, it's the short day. So not all of the counselors will be there, and we're not going to the National Ability Center. It's that 3-hour session, very short kids camp. But on Friday and Saturday, your child will be with the same camp counselor. They'll be with them at the hotel. They will be with them at the National Ability Center, and they'll be with them the second day. So they'll really have somebody that gets to know them and becomes their buddy. Um, and a little reminder, label everything. So if your child's bringing their iPad, because it's like their comfort thing, which I totally understand, please put a label on it. We will label the back of your kiddo's shirts too. So everybody knows who your child is. Certainly the counselor that is assigned to your child will know them and get to know them more and more. But so if that seems weird to you, that's why we just want everybody to know that's Jacob or whoever. So, and a bag will be given to you with their name. So if you need to send the iPad and some creatine that they take with their lunch, or whatever it is that you've told Tanya and the camp counselors, I need my child to have this, or diapers, or whatever they need to bring, you'll be able to put it in there, and we'll make sure that everybody brings their bag with them everywhere we go, to the NAC, back to the hotel, etc. So this is a shot of the National Ability Center. So I just kind of wanted to show you that these kids are not in the middle of a busy city and going to be abducted. They are on a really nice setting. And I also want to say that the people that work at the National Ability Center, it is very competitive to be able to get an internship here. They're people from all over the country apply and come and get like a 12-month internship, and their backgrounds are in occupational therapy, physical therapy, and they run programs all the time throughout all seasons at National Ability Center. So when I've taken my daughter there, and they've helped her with bike riding, and she's done rock wall climbing, and they're really, really good with the kids. And so when our kids go there, they not only still have their buddy from the hotel that's going with them, they have the whole staff of the NAC who's also helping. So everything I heard about the NAC, we did the NAC 4 years ago, and everyone loved it. Everybody. So I feel really good that it's going to be a great experience for the kids. All of the kids' lunches will take place at the NAC. We just thought this is more relaxed, more fun. All the counselors know the dietary restrictions, and that will be on their little label as well. Um, and will the kids will cross paths. So the morning kids will go at 8:30. They'll wrap up at about 11:30, and lunch will come out. And then a few minutes later, kids are getting picked up, arriving, second shift of lunch, and the morning kids start heading back to the hotel. So you'll notice it's a little quiet around our lunchtime. That's because all of our kids are eating and traveling. Um, so zooming out the big picture of the schedule, on Thursday, we will be all set and ready to start registering people, which just means, all right, you're here, and here's your name tags and your welcome bag and all of your materials. You're all really technically registered from 1 to 2. And then at 2 o'clock, we have our outcome measurement meeting, which is our Parents 2.0 session. And it's from 2 to 5. We will at the same time have our kids in that short kids camp I mentioned. So you can check your kids in to kids camp as early as 1:30. So they have a nice half hour to welcome kids. And also the kids camp on Thursday does not have as many kids going. There are families who aren't arriving until Thursday night, or even a few people arriving early Friday morning. So it will be a little bit of a lighter day. Um, and then after kids camp, we will continue registering people that are showing up, and we'll have dinner that evening. All those times are in the Yap app. If you want to check in on that, maybe you're a Thursday evening arriver. I think we're going to register as late as 8:30 or 9 in the evening and then call it quits. Friday and Saturday, there's breakfast 7:30 to 9, and the AM kids. So you should be hearing if your child is AM or PM. Again, we followed your lead, and we asked would they do better in the morning or afternoon. And some of you said either one, but you should be told that your child is AM or PM. And if your child is AM, they need to check into kids camp a little earlier, because the shuttle comes for them at 8:30. And the shuttles are the National Ability Center. This is not a Uber for this shuttle, or some random driver. And their buses are really great and well equipped, and they're experienced. So and then the PM kids will check in by 9. And then we'll start talks, and we'll go hard and heavy from 9 to 5 with a little 1 hour lunch in the middle. And we'll have a couple coffee breaks built in there. And then our kids will be getting back really more like 4:30. And then we'll go pick them up, and we'll have a dinner on Friday that is going to be extra special. We have some special gifts that we got for the kids, and the researchers are going to be hosting some tables where they help the kids with opening these gifts. It's all a surprise, but it'll be really fun. So hopefully you don't have plans to go to Heber and ditch out, because you'll be missing some great stuff. And then on Saturday, very similar schedule with morning kids a little early, talks all day, wrap up, and then we'll have an hour to recover and change into your island wear and come back for the gala on Saturday evening. And I have a whole slide about the gala. What is the gala? So gala is just Saturday evening dinner, but we're making it a little extra special. We did this 2 years ago, and it was really fun. Our famous Jeff Allen is our host for the evening, and he will have a little program where he introduces all of our kiddos with a CCDS. And during the day on Friday and Saturday, we will have Alina, who I mentioned earlier, who's helping with kids camp. She'll be coming to you and giving you a little form to fill out about your children and what they love and what they're awesome at. And it's just a really positive and great moment. So he, like, I remember last year, he was like, this is Sam and she loves coloring and whatever. And Sam walked across the stage and smiled, and it, like, everybody just wants to cry. It's so great. So hopefully you're staying for the gala. Um, we will have some island music with a live band, and they will teach the kids how to do island dancing. And then we'll have the program with Jeff, and during all of this we have our meal and our dessert, and then we do have a paddle raise at the end, and I wanted to prepare everyone for that. I know sometimes paddle raises are a really awkward time where there's silence and they're like, we need $5,000 to do our initiatives. And they're just going to stand there until somebody gives that money. This is not at all like that. And in fact, we really want you to know that you will have a paddle. Everybody arrives and they check in, they get their paddle, and there's going to be like flashing lights. They're super fun paddles. And if you raise your paddle, we write down your number and we will be sending you an invoice for your donation the next day. And if your kiddos grabbed your paddle and raised it and you're like, but I didn't want to give $1,000, or they're like going to cry and this is a negative experience and you're like, why aren't we doing this? Let them raise it and just tell us the next day that was an accident mistake. Like, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it for 1 second and don't feel awkward. And if you don't have the money to make a donation, don't do it, or just know that we will have a very low donation at the end. So if you want to be like, hang on, wait for it, the family one is at the end, or however you want to sell it to your kids, and then be like, raise it up, just do whatever's comfortable for you. It was an awesome experience last year seeing the researchers raising their paddles and giving $1,000 and $500, and we were kind of shocked. And it was a nice fund that they gave us, and so we're hopeful that this helps even cover some of the expenses of the symposium and maybe the next symposium. So um, now I think we're close to the end. Sunday Family Day. I mentioned there's the lunch that we're providing. Colleen had created a list of great ideas. If you're like, we're going to be sick of Zermatt by that day, we really, more than anything, wanted to just kind of get out and make this feel like we had a vacation by doing something. She's got some really fun stuff on that list. And I'll be there through like lunch. And then really Sunday evening, everybody will kind of be on their own, and you'll need to figure out dinner and what you're doing. But I think a lot of people will be there through the breakfast and the lunch, and there's a lot of things to do at the hotel. So, and I just wanted to bring these faces up so that you go, okay, who's in charge, or who can I talk to, or who to connect with. These are our board members and these are our staff members. Colleen is here, and Colleen is like all the high level logistics. You could probably ask Colleen anything. Alina is kids camp. Katie is gala. Emily is the registry. Um, and I something else that I said earlier that Emily's over and I already forgot. But the rooms, hotel rooms, and she will be around and I will be around during check-in. So if there's any problems, ping us. The problem I foresee is surprises that people were expecting. There's rollaway beds. This has happened before, and hotels run out of rollaway beds. They have like a really limited number. So if you need a rollaway bed, tell us and we'll do all we can do to make sure it gets saved for you. Um, that's the one thing. And we did go through who's registered. Are they registered also at the Zermatt? I think everyone has a room, but if you have any concerns with your hotel room, you can ping Emily and I. And random things I thought of. We did get all of your meal allergies and dietary restrictions, and we've communicated that to the hotel. It did look like the menus have some options that should accommodate everybody, but they've been told that. So there's some really specific ingredient allergies, and we've communicated that. But feel free to grab me or another staff member to ask them. It's probably more me and Colleen are the most involved with the meals. We can help find the right person to confirm that the food is safe for you, but I think that that's going to go pretty well. If you cancel, will you let me know as soon as possible so we don't buy your meals and then no one's there, but also because there are a couple people who would like to be up there and they've run out of hotel rooms. And rather than giving it back, if I know that you have an emergency last minute and you're not going to make it, it would be great if I ping the hotel and say, I would like to move the Graham family's reservation to this family who's really wanting to come but can't get a room. Last thing, if you have wee little ones that maybe you have a baby monitor and it would be helpful, I could arrange to have some of these folks who are helping in kids camp all day be kind of policing the hallways, holding monitors and room keys and have cell phone numbers and be babysitting. They're going to do that already for a family or two and ping me if you want to be a part of that. I don't think that any of the rooms are close enough to the Bernese that we're going to be able to pick up the signal. So, and with that, I will stop rambling. Just kidding. I'm gonna cover these last two slides so I can stop sharing slides and we can see each other better. If you haven't started your team yet, you can still start a team. The shirt deadline is on Saturday, and we're probably going to extend it for a couple more days. So it is not too late. And I'll say, a great family that's on this call today. I think maybe they just told everyone they knew about their walk yesterday. And guess what? Everybody they knew signed up. So it's kind of a one-day thing. Like, especially if you tell your family the deadline's on Saturday, we're going to do this. I think you'd be surprised how easy it is to get your friends and family to do this with you. If you don't know what a walk is, ping us. We're happy to help you. But it really, really, really helps us to do all the things we do through the whole year when we do these walks and holiday heroes. So, and that was the last slide. So I will stop sharing and let's open it up for questions while questions are fresh on everyone's mind. And then if we have time, whoever would like to come on camera and just say, hello, I'm this family. We're coming in from this place and we have a kiddo this age with CTD or GAMPed. It might help make some early connections between everybody. So there's something in the chat. Let's see. Under 100 kilometers. Yes, it's not that far. Has there been info that says if the kids are morning or afternoon for kids camp at the NAC? I don't, it sounds like they haven't messaged you all yet, but they have been assigned. So I could tell you if you ping me, but also I think Tanya and Jess are sending emails out with that info. Will the little kids also be eating at the NAC? No, glad that you asked me that. If your child isn't old enough to go to the NAC or you preferred that they didn't and they are staying at the hotel, then when we break for lunch, we are going to ask the parents to please go get their kids and have them at lunch with them so that the camp counselors get a little break and they can get lunch as well. Um, any idea how FNIR's study times will work? Thank you for these good questions. if you signed up for FNIRS, you should be working with Edeline. We told Edeline whether your child is AM or PM so that she could schedule a time that would work with their NAC schedule. But I don't know the times that she has assigned. She's kind of running that straight with the parents, but that it should work with their NAC schedule. And if you have not signed up to do FNIRS yet, it is not too late to do that. We are, this is a project that we've supported quite a lot. We have a fellowship this year and last year. We purchased the equipment for them, and honestly, their research so far is very, very positive that this could be a way to measure our kiddos' improvements in clinical trials, which is much more pleasant than a lot of other things we could do to our kids. So if you are interested, this is very pleasant. It's watching a cartoon with a swim cap on, basically. They would love to have the more measures they can have, the stronger their case is to validate this measurement. So let us know if you would like to get in touch and get on that schedule. They do have time open. Um, I don't know about the laundry. I'm sorry. I'll find that out and we'll send that answer with these slides. Do a lot of families tend to go to the scientific talks? Yes. And how do people tend to dress? Another good question. The dress is comfortable. It's either casual or business casual. It is not fancy. And the gala is not fancy this year. It is Hawaiian t-shirts, Hawaiian shirts, or if you want to wear a Hawaiian dress, go for it. But you won't see anyone in a tux or a suit or anything like that. Maybe some of the doctors, I don't know. But during the meetings, during the talks, we see jeans and we see dress shirts and we see blazers and we see shorts. So you should come however you're the most comfortable, and your kids should definitely come however they're the most comfortable. Thank you, Andrea. What is the weather like in Utah this time of year? Um, that's a good question too. It gets pretty hot by late June, but it's always like 5 or 10 degrees cooler up in Midway. So I'm pretty hopeful that it's not going to be terrible and it'll be a nice warm 70s to 85s ish. Colleen, you think? Yeah. Colleen is local as well. Not bad. Um, and the website says there's a coin operated laundry at the resort. Thank you. Um, okay. I think those were all the questions in the chat. Does anybody have any additional questions? And Andrea's already got the weather in Celsius. So, so there are a few smart people on this call that will know that it being 25 degrees Celsius for the high is good or bad. I don't know, but the real temperature scale. It is more intelligent to go from 0 to 100. I agree. I just need to learn it and apply it in my everyday life. 25 is perfect. Yes, good, good. So, and there's lots of shade around the Zermatt where the kids can be out walking and stuff. So I think it's going to be really nice. All right. Well, I'm here local and I have 2 kids with GAMP deficiency, and I'm going to pass it to Colleen to introduce herself.
Awesome. We've all emailed at the very least. Some of you I've emailed with today. So nice to see some of you. Well, nice to see all of you, of course. And like Heidi said, you can direct any question to me. If I don't know the answer, I can find the answer for you. Like Heidi, I'm local. If you have local questions, you can send those my way as well. If you don't know, I've been with ACD for about a year and a half, and I don't have any direct connection to CCDS kids until now. I was just lucky enough to find the org, and I love it here, and I love working with all of you and your families. So that's me. Don't hesitate to send me an email.
Okay, if your camera's on, I'm going to think you're game for an intro. So Joe, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I can make an intro and I guess have a question off it too. So my name's Joe. I think my wife Aaliyah is on here as well. She might be driving or something, but our daughter Daisy was born in December and she was diagnosed with GAMP. She's our first kid and obviously our first camper as well. So excited to meet more of you, make more connections. And Heidi, a quick question. Because she's young, we didn't sign her up for kids camp or anything. We figured she would be feeding throughout the day and stuff. So we were just going to keep her with us throughout the day. Want to make sure that was okay, or should we probably find a babysitter?
No, it's totally okay. And if you're feeling like, oh, she's restless but we really want to listen to this session or something, um, they have some kiddos, I shouldn't have said that, some college kids who love babies and their job is the babies. So they've got baby toys and all sorts of stuff. So if you call an audible and you're like, I'd really like to have a break, don't hesitate to head over there and talk to Tanya.
Sounds great. And then I guess the one other thing too is we're from Arizona, and it sounds like some people will be coming from all over. So if anyone does introduce themselves, say where you're coming from. I'm curious.
And I'm Aaliyah. I'm Joe's wife.
Are you driving from Arizona?
We'll be flying. Yeah.
Vicky.
Let's see if my mic working today? Can you hear
Yes.
me? Hi, I am Vicky. My husband and my son are coming from Pennsylvania. We're flying out of Philadelphia, and my son has CTD, and he's 7.
Awesome. Carly.
Hi, I'm Carly, and my son is 13 and he has CTD, and we are coming in from Sydney, Australia.
Small flight.
Small. We don't, I'm quite nervous about the 24 hours of travel. The one thing Adam does is get quite airsick, so we'll be packing an ice cream container, and hopefully they still let us into the States after he has. We're going to try, for everyone's fun information, we're going to try Valium this weekend before we travel. Apparently, it's been recommended because all these sort of anti-nausea stuff, apparently he can't have because of long QT risk. So I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but there's a fun, interesting fact.
So, this is Melissa, and my son also has lung QTC. So the doctors ordered Ativan. So, and he's flown with Ativan numerous times, because he gets nauseous on a flight.
Oh, that's very helpful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just trying to help.
This is why this group is fantastic.
Exactly. I was like, oh, I know this answer.
Ashley.
Hi. Um, we're from Kansas and we are driving because I'm not about to put Eddie on an airplane, but he is 6 with CTD and we're bringing all of our crazy children along for the ride. Three of the 4 we're bringing, but yeah, we're excited to come again.
Leanne. Oh, you're muted.
Yep. Okay. I'm Leanne. We are coming from the Boise, Idaho area, and we have a 4-year-old son, Elliot, with CTD. And then we're also bringing our 2-year-old and our 4-month-old. And I'll just introduce my mom, Barb Pratt, is also on this call. And so she and my dad are also coming out for the symposium. So we're excited to meet more families.
All right, John.
Hi, I'm Jonathan. My daughter is Gabrielle. She is 17, has CTD, only diagnosed a few years ago. But we're looking forward to meet some other people. And my wife, Marina, we're coming from Rhode Island.
Amazing. We're going to have quite the group of families with girls with CTD. Just so you all know, if you don't start sensing it, I don't know that everybody's on this call, but it's a lot. So I'm super excited. Rachel.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'll be traveling with my family, with Mac and my daughter Grace, who's 17, and then my son Gilbert, who is 14 and has CTD. Excited to see everyone again. So,
Phil and maybe Celeste somewhere.
Yeah, hey there. Yep, Celeste is on another meeting, so I'm pitching for her today. But yeah, so my wife Celeste is on the board. Hi, Phil. Our oldest son Levi is 14. He has CTD. So it'll be the three of us plus one of Levi's helpers. Daniel's coming with us, and his three siblings are staying at home with grandparents. So, oh, and we're coming from the Charlotte, North Carolina area.
Awesome. Micah.
Hi, my name is Maaike. We have a 4-year-old son, Oscar, with CDD. I'm coming to the symposium by myself because I'm flying from the Netherlands, so leaving Oscar at home as he also gets very car and plane sick. But looking forward to coming all the way to the US.
Thanks, Kayla.
All right, we're coming from Wisconsin. Our 7-year-old son Crosby has CTD, and then we're also bringing our 5-year-old who does not have CTD, and then my parents are coming with as well, just to kind of help with the flight and everything else. You can probably hear him in the background.
Alicia. Oh, it's still muted. I'll keep my eye on you, and when I see it comes off mute, I'll go back to you. Melissa.
I'm Melissa. I have my 14-year-old son with CTD. We're coming from Virginia, and we're actually flying out next Monday and making a big old trip out of it. So we're going to Arizona first, and then we are going to be picking Andrea and her daughter Bonnie from Australia up at the airport as we come next Saturday, and we're going to make a big old trip. So.
And Andrea is next.
There you go. You know my plan. I'm coming from Melbourne, Australia. We're coming via New Zealand. We're so excited. I'm a bit nervous about traveling with my 20-year-old daughter who has CTD. She was diagnosed less than 3 years ago. And I'm excited to meet Carly, who's from Australia as well. But we're an hour or so flight away from each other here. So it will be great to meet you too, Carly.
Jarton.
Hi, everybody. The three of us coming in from Montreal, Canada, my wife, our son, a 9-year-old with CTD Lauditz, and we're very much looking forward to see everybody.
Thank you. Amy.
Hi there, this is Amy, and there's Ben in the back seat. He's 13 with CTD. He and I are flying in from Ohio. It's just going to be the two of us. My older son, who's very busy, will be home with dad. So look forward to seeing everybody in person.
Erin.
Hi, everyone. I am Erin Collar. I'm coming with my husband, Dan. Our daughter, Emma, who's 8, not affected by any creatine deficiencies. And then our son, Cadman, is 11 with CTD and has just grown so much this past year. Just to warn people who know Cadman, he's so much bigger than he was 2 years ago. And we are coming with Emma's best friend, Anna, and her mom, Ashley, who's my friend and is also, so Ashley's super helpful. Cadman likes cuddling with her on the airplane. She's actually on this call and is driving him home from school right now for PT while I am at the beach. So she's very integral in helping us get things done. And she's going to be helping run the ACD store too, and has been doing a lot of volunteer work. And I know Emma and Anna are both excited to see all the other kids and play with everyone. And they might be bringing some bracelets along. We'll see how much they get done between now and then. yeah, I think that's it. They'll be going to the National Ability Center, I believe, in the afternoons.
Ashley wants to know if you're on Lohala Beach.
Oh yeah, I'm at La Jolla
Oh
Shores.
yeah. My Utah's showing.
I know, right? That's so funny.
Alicia.
Okay. Sorry, I was driving and then it had me locked to be driver, but I'm in a house, so I apologize. It's Alicia from Illinois. My daughter Danica, 18, and I will both be attending the conference, and this will actually be our very first one. So we are very excited to be involved and to meet everybody. And we're flying.
Awesome. I think I got everyone who has their camera on. And unless anybody wants to come on. Oh, Celine.
Hey, this is Matthew and Celine. We're from San Diego. Matthew's got a prom tonight, so we're kind of getting ready, pre-gaming. Matthew's 19. He has CTD. This will be, I think, our fourth conference. We're very excited. It's such a inspiring and wonderful time. And thank you for all the board members and all the people working on it. We know it's a big job, so we appreciate it. We're looking forward to seeing everybody. Matthew, say bye. Bye bye. Catch you later.
You reminded me, and Erin reminded me of mentioning that we have a little store and there's some ACD stuff. And so again, to prepare if your children may be going, oh, I want this, or like we don't want to make you feel pressured. There will be little $1 pins and things, and like Erin had mentioned, the girls are making bracelets, and so hopefully there's some affordable little donate $1 or $2 and things like that. So and Celine, you reminded me that you need to come knowing how many symposiums you have come to.
I know.
We have
Austin, this will be our fourth. This will be our fourth.
Okay. So you will be needing 4 pins because we have pins to your attendance. So we have some CPT and some GAMT pins and some great cute stuff. So Carol.
So hi, I'm Carol. I'm from Paris in France. I'm the mother of Elise, who has CTD. She won't travel with me like Andrea from Australia. You're really, I cannot do it anymore. So she's staying in Paris while I'm coming with my youngest daughter. And Celine, you would be happy that she's looking forward to look after Matthew. And she'll be really happy to see him again. And I will be happy to meet all of you from everywhere.
Thank you. All right. Well, I think we got everyone who's got their camera on, and everyone else. You're probably in carpool or something, and we'll be seeing your faces in a couple of weeks. So, yes, the questions are: is Jeff going to be there? Yes, he will be there. And I think I caught all the other questions.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Do you know how many people that are coming have kids with GAMT? I'm shocked at how many are CTD in here.
Yeah, it's like I think the prevalence rate is double, and it's like we see it over and over again. Yeah, so they're probably double CTD and half that many GAMPs. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I was curious.
That's a great question, though. Are at the peak when everyone's in town and no one's arriving late or coming early or whatever, our busiest day, there's 244 people right now.
Wow.
Kids and that is actually about double 2 years ago. It's gonna be big symposium. So
excited.
Did anybody think of another question? Okay. All right. Well, thank you very, very much. We'll send you the some slides and the link to the recording in case you want to come back to it. And otherwise, we will see you very, very soon.